Hi, it's Natalie Ast here from Natalia's Style, and I wanted to share my video tutorial on how to get a sock bun with a little bit of a high fashion twist. So as far as getting ready to do a sock bun, it doesn't really matter. It works if your hair is really clean or if it's dirty like mine. Mine definitely needs to be washed, but sometimes if I don't have time to blow dry my hair or air dry it, I usually just put it up in a bun like this. So the first step is obviously to make yourself a pony, and I like to do it really high because it kind of gives you that glamorous look, kind of like Audrey Hepburn, and just very 60s look. So I'm going to start by, I use a paddle brush always because it really smooths things down nicely, and I have an elastic as well. So I'm going to first gather my hair like you would with a normal pony, kind of get it all smooth, and from underneath as well. Now you can do your sock bun here. It'll be more tame for an office look and won't be as high fashion or dramatic, but I really like to do it on top of my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it under, put my hair upside down. Hopefully you can see that. Get it really on top of my head, and it also makes it easier to comb from the back to make sure it looks all smooth, because if you're wearing a really high bun, you want to have the back of your hair really smooth as well. I'm just going to do that. Alright. The back. And now you see that my pony is almost at the top of my head, which is right where I want it. So I'm going to take my elastic, tie it up. I'm just using a regular Goody ouchless elastic. It doesn't matter what color you use because it will definitely get hit in your bun. So it's a great high pony, make sure it's nice and tight. And now I'm going to take my donut. So what's special about this donut is that if you have long, thick hair like mine, I personally don't like using the donuts because the hole inside is very small. And I also don't like using a regular sock, using the traditional method, because I find there's not much elasticity to keep your hair in, especially if your hair is really heavy like mine. So my big tip, and this is also a money-saving tip, is to get a regular headband that you would wear around your head. And what I do is I just loop it once to create a donut like this. And this one's purple, but obviously you can go to the dollar store, pick up one that's blonde or brunette, like something closer to your hair color so it can be hidden. But my hair's pretty thick, so I usually, purple never really shows through. And this one's been great because it even has this and it kind of grips. It's just been the perfect tool I've been using for a few months now. So I'm going to take the hair and put it through the center. You can see there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this under. It also doesn't matter if this hair is messy. It's kind of good for volume. It'll give you a more messy, tousled look. But if you want it more smooth, you can brush it as well before you begin. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling this in on itself, like that. And also trying to keep track and make sure that it's evenly covered. There's a little bit of a spot here, so I'm going to try to even it out. And you just keep pulling with your fingers in and back on itself. It's really easy and really quick. It's really hard at first, I'm not going to lie. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes your best friend, go-to hairstyle when you don't really know what else to do. So it's a little bit messy here. We can fix that. Just keep pulling, pulling. There we go. You can see it's very dramatic and fun. Now, I'm going to take some luster lotion. I personally don't like using hair gel because I find it to be very icky and sticky and stiff, but this one by Got2b, Smooth Operator Smoothing Luster Lotion, I've been using it forever. For some reason this bottle has never emptied, even though I use it probably at least a couple times a week. I'm going to put some of my fingers, spread it, and just put it on like that. It kind of keeps the flyaways down, kind of prepares them. There we go. And just for some extra security, because I have a lot of flyaways because my hair is pretty wavy, I'm just going to put in some bobby pins. And so So I'm just going to take a bobby pin. There's a little spot here, just to keep everything really smooth. And also I find the back of my hair, often I get these little things, so I just like to smooth that down. Unless you're going for more romantic tousled look, I just like to add a bobby pin like that. And now kind of like a finishing touch to kind of make your sock bun or your updo stand out. I have these pearl bobby pins. I actually picked these up from the dollar store, and they kind of are inspired by Chanel's fall collection or summer, I'm not sure. But anyways, they were really popular, these pearl pins. And you can kind of make your own if you just take a hairpin and put a pearl through it and bend it just to shape. They were a great find. Anyways, you can stick them in there and they kind of add like more interesting touch, just for fun. I find a lot of girls wear sock buns and they're really simple, but I like to add a little bit of a classic touch. I'll just smooth this down here, bobby pin. And now to set your look, it's important to also use some hairspray. My favorite is obviously Sebastian Shaper Plus. I've used this for a few years now, never lets me down. It also has a nice smell. I'm just gonna spray that. Just keep your bun in. And if you like using hairspray, it's also a good way to set your curls so that tomorrow morning when you take them out, they will stay and they'll look gorgeous. Anyways, and there you have it. That's my easy way of making a sock bun, especially if you have long and thick hair. This is how I do my bun whenever I do it, and I've even started to do it at ballet class, and I always get compliments when I wear my hair like this because it's very dramatic and more personality than a regular ballet bun. So you can check out more tutorials in my YouTube channel, or you can also check out my fashion blog, natalieass.com. And if you can get the chance, I kind of did this video to share my little ballet style secrets. If you could please vote for me in the Start Something with Less contest, the link is below. So you could please click on that and vote once a day. I'd really appreciate it because I'd love to get this charity off the ground. And you can read more about that project on my blog as well. Thanks for watching.